Hey guys, it's here. Welcome to this Hall of Fame interview, and I'm here with Prasanna Venkatesh, who is from the city where I'm in. In fact, he lives very close to where I'm staying. From Chennai. He is a yogic healing specialist who helps people who are suffering from chronic illnesses overcome those different diseases and stuff like that he helps them with. He came to this community in May 2020, and the interesting thing is, in the last 12 months, by applying all the concepts over here and learnings within the community, he was able to achieve over 23 lakhs in 12 months implementing this. And the best part is he launched his business starting off with a one-to-one based model and then started to add products and has helped over 250 plus people by helping them online. He's got a community called Mind Your Health, and it's amazing to know this journey. So great results, Prasanna, and congratulations on entering the Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much, Siddharth. It's a pleasure meeting you.
What was the starting point? So May 2020, if you go back to that moment, what caused you to come into this world, and what were you doing before that? Were you already doing live classes and stuff before that?
So Siddharth, I think I was helping people come out of chronic ailments, and I was doing more on a one-to-one setting.
Okay.
The USP of what I do is in the context of the healing aspect is I help people see health. Typically what is happening is when a person is ill with an ailment, let's say migraines for 10 years, they've been suffering from migraines. They cannot see the health. They only remember the migraine comes back, right? So what I was attempting to do is getting them to see the health.
Yes.
And lying within the body and taking them through a journey of healing. So this I was predominantly doing in a one-to-one setting.
Okay.
Now when COVID hit, I had to change my business model.
Okay.
And of course I was doing in live sessions. Now when COVID hit, I had to go online. Interestingly, my wife purchased your course without telling me.
Okay.
Okay. And I have a very strong digital marketing background, and she kept telling me you're different. It was very hard for me to believe. And I had delivered for other clients very successfully. But when it came to me, I was really struggling.
Okay.
How to position myself, what is that I want to deliver. So when I started listening to your I think I really started listening to your lectures after I attended the first hackathon. I think I attended your second hackathon, my first.
Okay.
And I started resonating with your concepts. I think the first and foremost thing, it was very, very hard for me to believe that people listen to The Stranger's Secret every day. Seems very cliche, right?
Yeah.
I mean, listen to it. But then I started asking myself, what was I asking people to do?
Yes.
Right? If you want your health to come back, you need to start seeing health.
Yes.
Then I resonated, like, if I want to earn money, my mindset has to change, right? And my mindset changed from several levels of growth, Siddharth. One thing, I was for several years, I was very, very passionate about doing this.
Yes.
But it is always a monthly cash flow issue. Yeah? And the mindset is always about earn enough so that this month you're safe. Or maybe next month you are safe, right?
Yes.
Now, and I just didn't want to leave what I was doing. So I can very proudly say, very happily say, over the past 12 to 15 months, I've taken 2-3 breaks. Whatever money I've earned, I have invested it back in learning for what I really enjoy doing.
Nice.
I'm not worried about earning this month's cash because I know there are audiences available. I know I'm providing great value. I know there's a way of reaching out to them. And I know I have a formula and a methodology by which I can successfully reach out to people and help them. Yeah.
Amazing.
So the first time I started seeing the benefits of what you're doing was when I started writing the template. It was with a specific date.
It was the year dash. The story template.
Yeah, the story template. I just started writing, and I started writing whatever I had seen, whatever I had experienced with people, with healing experience I have seen.
Yes.
And I started writing in Facebook. I was very, very reluctant to go online for several reasons. One, I wanted to be at the background.
Okay.
I never wanted to put myself out there. I have no idea why I wanted to be like that, but maybe because I didn't want people to start thinking I'm this magic healer. I didn't want any legal issues, if at all any may arise. And then from my perspective, anybody with an ailment, as long as there is life in you, as long as life is nurtured, as long as the prana comes up, you have to recover. The body has to heal itself. That's my simple concept. Right now, the toughest thing is to make you see that. So from my perspective, you can heal yourself out of anything. Right? But if I make a claim like that, then I'm in trouble.
Yes.
I was very, very reluctant to go online. I didn't want to antagonize anybody. But I was getting great success stories. Migraines, I was able to relieve people of migraines, various sort of sciatic pain, various sort of pain issues.
Yeah.
So I was really reluctant to, at one level, I think I was really onto something, but I was really not comfortable coming out. So that writing on that template, that style of yours, and being very, very genuine and writing what I saw, I got a lot of inquiries. And, and interestingly, nobody from Chennai. From all over the world. And COVID was a blessing for me. From all, and this writing in this template style from across the globe, people started coming.
And how many posts would you do in a week? Like, is it like one per day?
I wrote for 40 days, and almost every alternate day I will write.
Okay. And what would the call to action be? Is like, message me if you need help.
The call to action would be something very straightforward. They'll just message me. And the moment I write, suppose I share about a migraine story.
Yes.
Right? People with migraine reach out to me. I write about irritable bowel syndrome. Right? They will reach out to me.
Nice.
If I write about anxiety, insomnia, they will reach out to me. Right? It's more about it's not even disease specific.
Yes.
It's about the philosophy that, hey, look, your mindset has to change. There is abundance of health lying inside you. You just need to learn how to see it.
Yes.
Right. Now, if you're going to believe the doctor report, see, I had cases where, like, for example, a person literally stopped me saying, I have cervical spondylitis, I need to get fixed.
Okay.
So when they came to me, and finally I relented, and they came to me, the first question was, when did this start? She said 2008. So now do you have cervical spondylitis? No. But the fear of that condition, and that they have a doctor's report that they have had, they never gone back and checked if they don't have it. You're getting the context. So they live with that fear. And there are cases where if the doctor has said so, they believe it, or the test result is that they believe they are sick. Right? So they never really believe that they have overcome it, or they have come out of it. Right?
Got it.
So and the mind is anxious, the sleep is not great, digestion is not going great. So I simply enable them to reflect for themselves where the health is lying.
Got it.
Abundance of energy which is lying inside, and they start getting the confidence that they can come out of it. Right? So once I had an abundance of inquiries, then there's a reason why I was forced into going to your model, the level 1, level 2, level 3. I was very, very reluctant to do that. Okay. Because see, this is so far I've been doing a one-on-one session.
Yeah, very customized. Yeah.
Customized. Now, how do I make it into a group session?
Yes.
Right? And actually, the answers came the moment I started moving in that direction. The answers also started coming.
Okay.
Because see, there are certain people. Let me take the case of migraine itself. There are people who have suffered with migraine for 10 years. Now they have reached a situation where the painkillers are no longer working. They're getting hospitalized.
Yes.
Versus a person who occasionally gets a migraine. Right? But for both of them, my charges were the same. The mode of operating and working with them were the same. And pain relief is very straightforward. It's easy. But ensuring the pain doesn't recur, that requires effort from both of us.
Yes.
Now, the moment they learn that without a painkiller they can come out of pain, the people who have migraine issues but not so acute or so chronic, they discontinue from the program.
Okay.
So then I thought, can I give them a level 1 program where they understand how they can heal themselves?
Okay.
And then I thought to myself, that's a bigger market. For example, there are people who cannot maintain posture. Spine issues. There are people who cannot maintain posture. They have niggling or nagging pain in any part of the spine.
Yes.
Severe diagnosed spinal issues. Right? Now, what I was after was a severe diagnosed spinal issues, because chronic and acute. But now, if I give them a program called Mind Your Spine Masterclass, where anybody with the spine issue will benefit.
Yeah.
But obviously, there are people who are higher, who have significantly more health issues. They can come for the level 2, level 3, or decide to work with me one-on-one.
Correct.
So that is the kind of structure I derived. I was still very, very reluctant because considering the healing aspect, I didn't want to give it as a recorded session. I wanted to get enough number of positive feedbacks.
Yes, yes.
And so that's how the Mind Your Spine Masterclass, I designed a program.
Amazing.
And I taught them how to fix their spines. I got a lot of testimonials.
Was that a workshop?
It was a workshop. It was a workshop.
So it was a live, how many hours?
Live.
3-4 hour training, or how long?
It was around spread over 2 weekends, 8 hours.
Over 2 weekends, 8 hours total. Fantastic. Nice.
Yeah, totally 8 hours with in between and then follow-ups for over a month.
A month. Okay. So that was the level 1. So level 1 is Mind Your.
Yeah, that was the level 1. From my perspective, it is irrespective of the ailment. It is only 5 things which you need to fix. Your breath has to be smooth. Your emotions have to flow. Your spine has to be aligned.
Yes.
Your mind should be calm, and your digestion should be fixed.
Yeah.
Any one of this goes for a toss, the rest of it follows.
Yeah. Chain reaction.
And then you're diagnosed as with an ailment. So this principle alone, I wanted to reinforce in the Mind Your Spine workshop.
Got it.
With the core thing being, you have to take attention to towards yourself. And then and often what happens is, people see the disease, but they never recognize the healing.
Got it.
Here and then so the belief never happens that they can heal themselves. So here it is before and after. Okay, you did this. Now, how do you feel? What did you see inside? Can you articulate it outside? That's all I do. And so that was the level 1. And initially, I priced it at 2K. I was very, very reluctant. I have a session where I imagine the 20 participants in the live workshop. I pick up 1 or 2 who have really chronic pain. And in the live workshop, I take them off the pain. The pain reduces to 0 or to a fraction of how it was. And that's when the remaining 18 are like, even I can do this. The belief started happening. So this led me to the next. Then I started resonating with what the community building.
Yes.
See, how much ever I say, but if suppose somebody else says it, then the belief is so much more.
More true.
So then I made the, and by the way, Siddharth, this entire thing I have not advertised.
Okay.
It is only via word of mouth, community nurturing, and I think at some level a very, very genuine intent that if they benefit, I get a lot of blessings.
Absolutely. So you're saying this, what you've achieved, this 23 lakhs is without running ads. It was just through nurturing the community and referrals through the community and delivering the result. Of course, like that's the key. Yeah. Especially in a topic like this. Amazing.
Of course, yeah, of course, the monetary aspect of the pricing was appropriately priced. I never had a target as such, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never aimed for that kind of money. I just wanted to, okay, so let me put it this way. The first time I ran the Mind Your Spine, I priced it 2K. Okay. And I was wondering, will people really pay me 2K?
Yes.
8 hours. And so I was doing my own mental math. 8 into 250 rupees is what will they pay? How will they see value as? And then I increased it to 9K. Sessions each priced at 2,250. If you sign up for all the 4, it becomes 4,500. Then I have 6 more bonuses.
Okay.
It was not as nicely structured and articulated as the way you do it. Okay. But at least I reached a point where, I mean, at some point of time, I realized I don't need to sell at all. Right. In fact, one of the webinars in which you had attended, I mean, I had attended your webinar, which I had attended. I wanted to, I would have bought your program all over again. Because your pitch was so perfect. Okay. It is not even a pitch. It was just so effortless. one led to another, right? And I started realizing I am trying to sell, which is not, it's like, hey, come to me, I'll give you so much, you will get healed. That is not something I was comfortable with.
Yes.
So I slowly started, if I may, detaching myself from the concept of selling to the point of asking them, hey, do you see this value?
Correct.
And then around 200 people signed up for this at 4.5K price.
Fantastic.
That gave me more value. Then I thought, I think around this point of time, I messaged you saying, I wrote to you saying, I have this program and I'm planning for my level 2 program.
Yeah.
You said, make Mind Your Spine and entire thing recorded.
Yes.
And the level 2, you don't go live in that, right? So I think now I'm confident they can. So now I'm in the process of restructuring my entire Mind Your Spine in the way it is given in your course material. And that is again a lot of unlearning for me.
And right? I think you needed that experience of going live and understanding even your own content, because you've delivered it so many times. Yeah. So it'll be more refined now when you record it. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And so whenever I feel down, whenever I feel like, yeah, Rabi, I see the disadvantage of being a one-man army is the advantage is you can choose to rest when you want to. The disadvantage is you easily slack. So whenever I know I'm slacking, I attend the 11 o'clock call. Mondays.
Yes.
That gives the boost, that gives a sense of clarity, right? And I think and that is what the community nurturing is so critical. Right?
Yes.
Being there for the community is so critical. And that this concept of being there for the community, I launched the Mind Your Health program, which is like now when I know in a one-on-one setting, I'm telling you, observe your health and get back to me. In the Mind Your Health community, what I do is I teach them a process, a method. Okay, they apply it and they see the benefit and they have to update it on the WhatsApp group.
Excellent.
And they can ask me questions and I'm available for them in WhatsApp always. Right. So as I started doing this and people started taking more and more attention towards the health, I knew that the Mind Your Health program was becoming a hit.
Yes. Awesome.
So now I've introduced the level 3 program, which is level 1 is Mind Your Spine, level 2 is Mind Your Health, level 3 is Mind Your Digestion.
Okay.
Now 5K, 4.5K, 10K, and now this is 30K. Again, I didn't have to sell. I didn't the barrier of will people buy at 30K vanished because so much value had been provided.
Yes.
Right. It's only a matter of whether they need it now or whether they're willing to commit that time. Right? And I didn't have a problem quoting this price.
Correct.
And I love the way you built your community. I love the way you have level 1, level 2, level 3, and a 1 lakh recurring was. I never even thought about that. It's always about. Anyways, you get what I'm telling you.
Those are the new learnings for you. Yeah. On packaging, positioning. Yes.
Packaging, positioning. It's about, hey, look, it's about building a community of people who love what you're delivering and they value what you're valuing and they value the community more than the product itself.
Yes.
And it's simply a matter of you being there to nurture. I think it's a brilliant concept, and I thank you for seeding that inside.
Thank you, Prasanna. And your journey is an amazing one, because from what I could draw out from your journey in the last 1 year is, first thing is you have been a specialist in your own domain and you just needed to, understand how to frame it. And of course, you also mentioned you also had some digital marketing experience before that, but you had to break through some of those resistances of putting yourself out there. And so the first thing learning was you using stories to connect with people, launching with one-to-one coaching as the first, and then building your level 1, level 2, and allowing it to naturally evolve without really pushing it out, too much. That is what I like about your journey. And the other thing what I like about it is you mentioned that it's not about selling, it is about delivering, about serving and building the community. So that shift also has helped you, scale and grow. And besides that, observing what elements we are doing in this community and adapting some of that based on your need. So that's awesome. Good to know. Tell us about your, usually I see like healers, spiritual people, asking people for money is usually tough. Like it's always in that service seva bhav, right? Or how can I help you? I don't feel like asking. So tell us about that. Did you have that resistance the first time you did the webinar?
Huge.
How did you break through that? Yeah.
Actually, see, it's like this. Okay, it's always a catch-22 situation. Look, I'm from a middle class family. Okay, let's say typically you're earning 1 lakh. Okay, 70K, 80K easily goes out. So you have 10K to 20K left, and you're hoping to save it. Right now, this is the calculation running in my mind as a person enters. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm and I feel he's already so stressed. Now, if I'm going to ask him for money, he's going to again, he's only going to add to his stress. And so it was like, I was really struggling to ask. In fact, several people have just given it for free. Okay, because I have a kid, and somehow I thought this is for his kid. Let me help his kid, or let me help her kid. Then I started realizing that how much I invested in my health.
Yes.
So just a quick background. I went through a burnout, Siddharth.
Okay.
In the year 2015. And then the burnout happened. Then I had cervical spondylitis. I had gout arthritis. My father had suffered from arthritis for 35 years. He eventually passed away from that. And I went from one doctor to another doctor expecting a magical cure. And I never really committed to any doctor.
Okay.
I wanted somebody to say, I can heal you. And at one point of time, my son asked me to lift him and I couldn't lift him. I said, enough is enough. I want my health back. And I took responsibility for my health. And I invested in my health as a priority. I said, enough of everything else. I need my health back. If I want a career, if I want a family, if I need to be there for my son, I need to have invested in my health.
Yes.
I think the moment I gave it that importance and I invested time and money, health started coming towards me.
Yeah.
And I remember my own experience. And I also remember in a webinar you had mentioned a person asking, I don't have money, I'm giving it for, can you give it for free? You said no. No, I wouldn't necessarily say no, but you said I don't remember the exact words, but that context was so powerful, right? Nothing. I think you would be better. I would like to hear it from you again if you remember.
Yeah, I say that people who pay money pay attention. People who pay attention take action. People who take action get results. Only when there's a value exchange will you value what I'm giving you. That was exactly. I normally say that. Yeah.
Exactly, right. So then I started realizing the more I give people for free, they don't value it.
They will not. Yes.
They don't. They take me for granted. Right. So I thought, why am I really here? I want to help that person. By that person paying me, I am able to help him better.
Yes.
So it took me some time, but then I overcome. What was my genuine purpose? I really wanted to help this person. This guy commits to me. One, commits to me, and second, just listens to me. Okay.
Yes.
There's another thing that resonated with what you said. Listen to your mentor. Just listen and just do what I'm telling you to do. Everything else will fall into place. Right. So typically, what happens in chronic ailments? They don't believe. The belief doesn't come overnight. You'll be doing doctor shopping.
Yes.
And not take responsibility for the health. And so in a lot of ways, the money mindset change, which you've been talking about, the coaching mindset you need to have, that is, I've tried to imbibe and implement that in, but at least that's what is required for the healing.
Yes. Awesome.
So that is something I resonated with a lot.
So how many webinars did it take for you to get comfortable asking for money? Yeah.
Okay, several actually. I'm still comfortable giving the free webinar. I'm not charged for the webinar per se.
Got it.
But I think at some level I want to, because the audience quality drastically.
It will increase for sure.
Yeah. I never had a problem. Actually, let me put it this way: at the end, when I have to quote the price, right, there is a hitch here. Right? There's always a block, and I think that's because so that the only time I've seen it goes away is like when I know I've given enough value. I just tell the price, share the link, the payment happens automatically. I think it's more an internal thing where I don't think the webinar, I have taken a great webinar, or I don't think
Okay.
enough value has been delivered.
Yes. Yes.
So that
Good
is
point.
it is more of a self-reflection. If I am hesitating, it's because I don't think I have done a great job, right? Or I have attracted the wrong audience.
Yes. Yeah. Those are only two reasons. Yes.
Yeah, and a lot of, I think the most brilliant thing about this is that whenever I listen to your talks, the introspection happens. I'm not this every Monday visitor or okay.
Always. Yeah.
But whenever I need it, right? Whenever I know I'm slacking, I definitely go and attend. I sit and listen to you for some time. I listen to my spiritual guru, Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. I listen to him.
Wonderful.
I listen to business angle. And one of the things I've consciously practiced, I call out a friend of mine and go and narrate to him what I'm going through.
Nice.
Also, a couple of community members who reach out to me and express their problems. I try to explain what your approach is to them. And the more I share, the more my mind becomes clear. I have a path getting created.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
So anyway, thanks so much for what
Great. I mean, it's wonderful, Prasanna. Great journey, and good to see you've achieved some wonderful results. And what has been the biggest month that you've achieved? So last year you were nothing. I mean, just starting from scratch, adapting to online. And in the last maybe 1, 2, 3 months, what was your biggest month that you were able to achieve, and how much time did you put into achieving?
My biggest 7 days, 4 lakhs, 4.2.
7 days, 4 lakhs.
Yeah. Before that, 3 consecutive months of excess of 2.
Got it.
And then
what about technology systems? You built it all on your own? You're managing all your systems?
So I tried Demio.
Okay.
Okay. But then the Demio, the challenge was, since I'm taking a session where I'm looking at people, I shifted to Zoom.
Zoom is better for meeting format. Yes.
I'm setting up my now I'm doing the Mind Your Spine entire thing recorded.
Got it.
Integrating with ConvertKit now. I'm doing the email automation.
Fantastic.
I'm looking at one of the things I think I can manage without the Facebook ads.
Okay.
Because I'm really not looking at thousands and thousands of people. I think I'll be too stretched.
And for this particular niche, it's small groups of people.
So, for example, by the way, Siddharth, I'm writing a book.
Wonderful. Congrats.
It's called No Pain, No Pain. It's
nice.
It's called No Pain with NO highlighted.
Okay.
In our tradition, our culture, see, everything I derive is from yoga and Ayurveda.
Yes.
Okay. It's so easy to fix pain. You learn how to do it. And for me to, in my niche, what I felt was how much ever I tell in a webinar, if they can read the book, you could call it as a lead magnet.
Yeah.
And then invite them over for a webinar.
Yes.
Then I want to put them through a recurring payment.
Yes.
This is the model I want to build. So my entire
membership, community membership. Yeah, they get into
membership. And I have 3 level 1, level 2, level 3 programs, right? So I have 3 different community memberships.
Got it.
I'm trying to structure it in the way you have done it.
Yes.
And I'm confident the 1 crore is not so far away.
In fact, you'll reach that. Yes.
In fact, I'm not even thinking so much about that. It's about, I think you mentioned something, if you get the systems right. Yeah, it's just about a matter of doing it diligently.
Yes.
And another thing which I learned from you, Siddharth, which I've tried to implement as close to possible is, see, I think if I make the 1 crore, I'll get it when I have the capability to handle it. Okay. So the accounting system, that's something I have.
TWCGO, finance, money management.
Yeah. So I have, my wife asked me, why do you have so many accounts when you don't have so much money? I said, I know what I'm doing. So I think these values have resonated with a lot. The greed has gone away. The restlessness has gone away.
And how has your personal life changed now? Now that financial abundance has started to come in, you're more fulfilled
Freedom.
as a career. As a career, I think it's so fulfilling now for you. You wake up every morning looking to serve your community, and on your personal life with your wife, your kid. How has those dynamics changed in the last few months?
Big time said that. One is I resonated with the word freedom a lot. Right. It's been a journey for 20 years searching for this freedom. One is the internal freedom when you meditate, when you feel very calm.
Yes.
But the restlessness of, I told you already, the freedom of not having the cash flow issue.
Correct. Yes.
The
Month
freedom
to
of
month.
the freedom of not rushing to office, getting up, playing with my son, getting him to brush his teeth. Yeah, those are joyful moments, right?
How old is your son now?
5.5.
5.5. Beautiful age. Yes.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask you, how do you prevent your son from knocking on the door when you are on a webinar?
No, I've got a good support system. My wife, my mother-in-law is also with me, so that plays a huge role to the support system. But it happens once in a while. He jumps in and comes in. Yeah.
Okay, I've given him my phone so that right now for the next 1 hour, don't disturb me. Or if he comes, bangs on the door, he comes and sits on my lap. Anyway,
so part of the game. Yes.
I think the free. It's more about see how much can you contribute to society, right? Whenever I see a person struggling in a hospital, my father struggled for 35 years, 35, 40 years, taking medication. And if I knew what I knew now, I would have helped him then.
Yes.
And I see people with their parents taking them, they're quite feeling helpless.
Yes.
Living with health issues. If I can come to a stage where I can have medically proven that these methods work and this can be integrated mainstream.
Yes.
Right. How many people can I help as an individual, right? But these methods and approaches are accepted and believed by the larger society at large, and adopted in hospitals, and I think then I have done something valuable to society.
Absolutely, Prasanna. I think that's a great vision. And even now, if you see the way the healthcare, big food, big health, big pharma, all are, it's grown to a very business model-ish thing, right? We go into a hospital, I'm sure you've seen it with your dad's situation also. You check in and it's all about the billing, on a day-to-day basis. And what you're doing right now, if you can really go to the next level. So I would say start spending on ads. Okay, go full on. Because if you can help like as many people heal themselves, then just imagine the second generation, third generation impact that this will have. Like I'm saying 10, 20 years down, if they know these tools and modalities which have been brought down from thousands of years, and of course adapted for practical daily living, that's going to make a huge difference. So yeah, wish you all the best, person. I think you're on something big, and just yes,
thank you so
expand
much.
expand it. Yeah. Yes. Amazing.
I'll surely be using the community I've built up to help me do the same.
Yes.
And I have a personal request.
Yes.
One of these days, you can give me a chance to work on you.
Sure.
You will be amazed to see how much health is lying within you.
Absolutely. Definitely we are in the same city, so we will connect also. Yeah, that way. Great. Sure. So all of you here watching, hope you were inspired by this interview. You want to know more about what Prasanna does, there is a link in my YouTube description. Go and check out what he does. And if you have anybody in your family who needs that help, they can actually get in touch. You want to mention and say something, Prasanna? Yeah.
Just one more thing, Siddharth. I love the fact that you got 3,000 reviews on Trustpilot. I think that's mind blowing. I have 30 plus reviews on Trustpilot. Okay, really good reviews.
Yes.
I think that's proof of the pudding. Thank you so much for that also.
Thank you. Amazing. And those of you who want to be a part of the community, Internet Lifestyle Hub, there's a link in the description. Again, you can go to sids.co/join, get started with this community. And we really want to help people find their area of maximum contribution and package that into a super profitable business within 90 days if you follow the system. So this question I like to ask at the end of all the sessions, Prasanna, the question to you here is this: based on all your life experiences, whatever you've learned, if you have to bring it down to one success principle that you live by and you will continue to live by for the rest of your life, what is that one principle that's the closest to your heart?
Consistency. Focus.
Consistency and focus.
Focus.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
That's what that's the biggest takeaway from your community, and use it.
Thank you. Really appreciate that. So all of you here, please share your learnings in the comment box below. Like this video so that you can get more notifications as I launch more interviews like this. And please stay connected. And Prasanna, once more to you, congratulations on your success, and you're just getting warmed up, and wish you all the very best for the future. Yes.